Hi Leo, welcome to your weekly check-in for the 26th of November to the 2nd of December. These messages are for Leo Sun, Moon and Rising. Thank you very much to anyone who shares, likes, comments on the videos and subscribes to the channel. It's all very much appreciated. If you'd like to book a personal reading, please see the description box for information on how to do that. So these are the books I'm going to be using for today's reading. Sorry, not the books, the decks, the oracle decks. You may want to consider this reading as, well, there's a full moon coming up on the 27th of November. If you do want to set any intention, so full moons are often about releasing, aren't they? Whatever messages come up in this reading, there might be something relevant here that you've already been considering, or you might want to consider using to set an intention for the full moon, so something that you might want to release. We're going to start off with a message from this deck, Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle, which is a mouthful. It's a brand new deck that I've bought. I have been using it for about a week now, and probably less than a week actually, and I've just absolutely love it. I'm absolutely not affiliated with the author in any way, shape or form, but I connected with the deck straight away, and I just feel like the messages are brilliant. She's an astrologer. So yeah, I've just found it really helpful. So let's begin with a message from this one. So messages for Leo Sun, Moon and Rising for the 26th of November to the 2nd of December. What is your main theme? What's your main theme for the 26th to the 2nd of November? Right, we'll take those. So you have Jupiter, expansion, prosperity and growth. And you also have the Black Madonna, sacred dark goddess mother. So they're both nines, aren't they? 27, 2 plus 7, 9, 8 plus 1, 9. That's interesting. That's happened quite a few times with this deck. That's why I'm saying I love this deck. I just think the messages are so relevant and connected. And that's happened where if other signs that have gotten two cards that have come out, the numbers match, like it's the same number. That's interesting. So let's look at that Jupiter card first of all. I'm going to read both of these from the deck. So it says, it's a positive sign from the universe when the Jupiter card shows up in a reading. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun and the largest in the solar system. And Leo, we are on Leo, aren't we? I've done a few readings today. Leo's also the 5th sign in astrology, isn't it? That's interesting. I didn't really think about that, but that's relevant. Just like its physical size, it manifests growth and expansion as it moves and speaks with the planets in your chart. Jupiter is here to light your way toward progress. You also can feel the urge to delve into your spiritual and shadow work practice, or have the opportunity to teach others. Jupiter represents knowledge and the higher perspective you gain from spiritual ascension. When this card appears, expect new people, places and experiences to come into your life and elevate your consciousness. Travel can be incredibly healing for you at this time. In ancient Roman mythology, Jupiter was the king of the gods known as Zeus in Greece. He controlled the sky, thunder and weather. Jupiter rules over the optimistic fire sign of Sagittarius. We're going to be going into Sagittarius season. Well, as you're watching this video, you'll be in it. And the intuitive water sign of Pisces, with each representing one of the planet's two sides. Sagittarius invokes the lucky, expansive half, while Pisces invokes the spiritual, intuitive and imaginative side. In your birth chart, your Jupiter sign can indicate how you can create wealth, experience and growth in your life. It reveals what comes easily to you, what your talent is, and your key to abundance. Identify your Jupiter sign in your birth chart and check the following list to see how you manifest through this planet of growth. Right, so I'm going to read these out for you, and then there's a link in the description box for a website that can help you to generate your birth chart if you don't already know it, and then you'll be able to see where your Jupiter sign is. So how you manifest according to your Jupiter sign. So Jupiter in Aries, you manifest through forward-thinking leadership. Jupiter in Taurus, through pleasure and sensuality. Jupiter in Gemini, through communication and social connections. Jupiter in Cancer, through counseling and nurturing. Jupiter in Leo through self-expression and generosity, Jupiter in Virgo through service and organization, Jupiter in Libra through relationships and equality, Jupiter in Scorpio through business-mindedness. That sounds strange, but yeah. Jupiter in Sagittarius through inspiring wisdom, Jupiter in Capricorn through discipline and patience, Jupiter in Aquarius through humanitarianism and innovation, and Jupiter in Pisces through intuition and creativity. And it says finally, a burst of luck and abundance is on its way. The universe is here to support you. So let's also look at the Black Madonna card as well. Right, so it says, so Sacred Dark Goddess Mother. The primordial Dark Mother Goddess is a powerful archetype that has been venerated in ancient cultures throughout the world. For example, Isis, Hecate, Lilith, Kali Ma, and the Black Madonna. When the Black Madonna shows up, it's time to surrender. The Dark Mother of Creation is always working for your highest good, even though it may not feel like it at times. The key is to take a deep breath, release, and allow everything to fall away that isn't in alignment. The Black Madonna is showing you that chaos is just another form of divine creation in the universe, and an indicator that new beginnings are taking shape. Feelings of doubt and impatience can come up. You may also receive healing support from divine feminine or maternal figures in the form of financial, professional, or life guidance. Accept the help you need from them. It's a gift to help you on your journey. The Black Madonna is a controversial artistic depiction of the Virgin Mary. Her origins are theorized to be of African origin, perhaps based on pagan dark earth mother deities. Racism rules the church's narrative. European clergy would whitewash her image with paint and explain that candles, soot, or age cause the skin to turn dark. The controversy over the Black Madonna is another example of how the religious patriarchy has demonized dark divine feminine figures. They placed value and importance on the Immaculate Conception, virginity, and women's role to remain pure and submissive. The Virgin Mary was packaged to represent submission and obedience, while the Black Madonna depiction is linked with dark feminine strength and power. Scholars have argued that the Church's denial that the Virgin Mary is indeed black was the religious patriarchy's way of painting the Dark Mother of Creation in subservient and pure light. The universe is here to heal and protect you. Surrender and know it's working for your highest good. Right, so it looks like, so you've got talk of abundance here, and this is like, let me look at it again, sort of support, isn't it? Let's have a look. So it's very much a card of support, I believe. Yeah, support. So this one is about support and this one's about abundance. So whatever you are wanting to be abundant in, it looks like support. You may gain support in achieving that at this point in time. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at the messages that come up from the tarot cards. So what else does Leo need to know as their theme? What else does Leo need to know as their theme for the 26th of November to the 2nd of December, please? So you've got the Six of Cups, which is a card of nostalgia. It's often about nostalgia for me, memories, the past. This particular Six of Cups, it kind of feels like it's about old dreams, potentially. Right, your energy specifically. Right, we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Any external or surrounding energy? That's too much. Try that again. Any external or surrounding energy? You've got the Hanged Man. And any guidance for you as well. Right, wow, okay, you've got the Five of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So let's look at that Six of Cups first. Why is that there as the main theme for Leo? Why is that the main theme for Leo? I'm going to try that again. I've got the Emperor and the World, but that didn't quite feel right. So I'm going to try it again. Okay, so just bear with me 1 minute. Right, Six of Cups, try that again. I think did I have one out and I just took that up as well in the confusion. Let's try the Six of Cups again. Right, so you've got the Knight of Pentacles again. And you have the Ten of Wands. Those two together, that kind of looks like overcoming obstacles, doesn't it? Because the Knight of Pentacles would be quite diligent. They would be quite determined. They would have the ability to overcome any obstacles. But let's see what else comes out, because it's clarifying the Six of Cups, isn't it? Anything else? Right, I'll take that one. That is the Five of Cups. Excuse me. Anything else? Right, we've got the Six of Cups again. I might have to go and get a glass of water because my throat has gone really tickly now. They're coming out really aggressively for some reason. Right, we've got the King of Cups. That's a lot. The World is back. I believe the World came out, and the Ace of Swords. So I'd say the main thing that I'm getting from this, it is pretty much the ability to overcome challenges and learning from the past as well. Learning from past experience, because you've got the Six of Cups twice and you've got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords next to the World. Okay, right. So the King of Cups, the World, the Ace of Swords together, that to me is where you either need to or you would have learned lessons, because the World is a new chapter when you've successfully completed something. The Ace of Swords can be about beliefs, clarity, that sort of thing. So that could be lessons learned. And the King of Cups is mature, isn't he? He's someone who's gained emotional maturity. I know we talk a lot about him having deep emotions and not expressing himself until he's ready and that sort of thing. But for me, it's emotional maturity and emotional intelligence as well. So there may be something here. And the Knight of Pentacles is also quite a mature. Out of all the knights, he would be the most mature, wouldn't he? Or she, or whatever the person is on the card. It would be somebody who's gained maturity. So there may be something here. There may be a lesson about gaining maturity, actually, to achieve abundance, potentially. That's a possibility. Is there anything that I want to check here? No, I don't think so. I think that's it. I think quite a lot of cards came out for that, so I don't think it's necessary to sub-clarify anything. So yeah, there could be something here about gaining a sense of maturity in terms of whatever particular form of abundance it is that you're wanting to create. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles there. That's your energy, and this time it's in reverse. So do you feel like you need to learn more or gain a greater sense of maturity? No, it doesn't mean your whole character like you're an immature person, but there might be some area in particular that you feel like you need to gain a bigger sense of maturity, to expand, to grow, to achieve abundance. And then you've got the Black Madonna card there. She's the mother figure. So there could be something about parenting yourself here as well with that card. So let's look at that Knight of Pentacles in more depth. I mean, it could be guidance from a maternal figure, but it could be like your inner parent as well. Because you have got the Hanged Man there, and that's someone who, it's going inwards, isn't it? Introspection. That's where you kind of figure things out yourself. So is that where you parent yourself? But let's look at that Knight of Pentacles. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Why did I feel like the Ten of Pentacles was already there? I think it's because we were talking about abundance, weren't we? So that, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles does represent abundance. So I guess that's kind of what's making me think abundance was there already. Right, we've got the Moon. All right, okay. Yeah, it's still giving that energy of maybe needing to learn some sense of maturity about something, or okay. What else have we got? Yeah, because the Knight of Wands would be probably the most immature knight, because you've got the Knight of Swords where he's just all about knowledge and truth seeking. The other knight, the Knight of Cups, I mean, he's not mature necessarily either, but this is the wild one. This is the rebel. That Knight of Wands, this is the party boy or girl that kind of just goes off on their adventure and does whatever the hell they want. This is like that rebellious teenager type energy. I mean, you could be that. You may have been that in the past. Who knows? And then you've got the Hermit. This is someone who is very mature as well. And I've said in a recent reading, I can't remember which one it was now, it could have been Taurus, that the Hermit, they're on their journey. They're on their path of knowledge and truth seeking as well. But this person, in most Hermit cards, they look about 100 years old or something, don't they? They've been seeking truth and knowledge for a very long time. Their journey is a long one, and I'll address my candle in a moment. But they've been on their journey for a very, very long time. So they've been trying to gain knowledge, maturity, knowing, that sort of thing for a long time. So as I say, still an energy of maybe learning, feeling like you need to learn something or gain some level of maturity in terms of creating abundance possibly, and long-term abundance and stability. Yeah, you've got the Wheel of Fortune there, so it's a time for something to change. Right, I'm just going to address that candle, just bear with me. Okay, so this is, as I say, this is your energy, that Knight of Pentacles, and maybe a feeling that you need to learn more, gain more maturity, something to that effect. So do I want to look at anything else here? Let's look at the Moon, because that's what's hidden, isn't it? That's what you don't know, that you probably need to know. Right, Six of Pentacles. That could be to do with receiving assistance or support in whatever way it is that you want to learn or grow. It could also be that the lesson is around giving and receiving. Right, we've got Temperance there. Those are both cards of balance as well, and harmony, Six of Pentacles and Temperance. Temperance for me is it's connection as well, isn't it? Whether it's connection with the spiritual, that may play a role. Connection with emotions possibly too, because it's like a liquid. You've got the Ace of Pentacles there as well. Anything else? So the Ace of Pentacles is just the opportunity. The Four of Cups for me is like deep thought and sort of contemplation on how to progress, how to be more disciplined maybe, how to gain confidence or gaining confidence and moving forward with that. But that Six of Pentacles and the Temperance card, as I say, could be connection. There could be something about needing to learn from, accept support and help from others, or be more generous towards others, to become more mature and to gain more abundance. Maybe there's something about working with other people as well, although we don't have something like the Three of Pentacles there either, but because that would be working with other people. Let's quickly look at the Hermit, because that might tell you what you need to, like, be more specific about what you need to learn. Nine of Swords. Okay, I would say the first thing, there may be something here about learning to overcome disappointment, or stress or worry as well, or a fear of failure. That's another thing. I think I said disappointment, didn't I? Right, so we've got a few that have fallen. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to try that again, actually, because that did not feel right. Right, so the Hermit. So you've got the Star, yeah. There might be something learning about overcoming disappointment, because the Star is a card of hope, isn't it? And then with Judgment, Judgment can be about reviewing the past, and second chances. So if you do end up in situations where you're disappointed in achieving whatever it is you believe to be abundance and prosperity, it's overcoming that, still maintaining your sense of hope, reviewing what's happened, what worked, what didn't work, and how to try again, basically. So let's take these away. And let's look at that Hanged Man. That's the external energy. So I'm just putting these back in separate places. Right, so the Hanged Man, why is that there as an external energy, please? And I can see that my modified candle isn't doing the job. I have some of the candles I've had, the wick burns out and there's still quite a bit of wax left in the actual tea light. So what I did is I kind of melted it and poured it into other ones where the wick was longer, but some of them it hasn't worked because the wick is now too short and it's just not lighting up properly, but it is what it is. Right, so the Hanged Man. So you've got the Eight of Wands, you have the Hanged Man again. There could be a concern here or something here about being stuck in the past as well. I don't know why I'm thinking that, actually. Oh, I know why. Because of the Six of Cups being there twice and the Hanged Man being there twice as well. So there might be like an old way of doing something or an old thought pattern or something that you need to mature out of. I don't know how else to say that, but to gain some sense of maturity over in order to progress. So yeah, there's something about potentially being stuck in the past with something. Maybe you've been thinking a lot about past disappointments, and it's kind of, rather than just dwelling on it or ruminating over it, sort of assess it in a way and look at the perspectives of that in a way that will help to move you forward. That's what's coming to mind here. Because Leo, if we're gonna go down the stereotypical astrological route for Leo's, pride, isn't it? Pride is a characteristic that is connected to Leo. And if you are disappointed, if you're someone who does have a lot of pride and you end up being disappointed or hurt or let down or whatever, or failing or something, if you're someone who does have a lot of pride, regardless of whether you're a Leo, it is going to play on your mind, isn't it? Probably more so than it would on others. So that does make sense. So what do we have here? I'm going to try that again. I wasn't concentrating. Anything else after the Strength card? It would take courage and discipline to overcome a sense of disappointment, and it also would take courage and discipline to become more mature and to get yourself out of being stuck in the past, if that is something that is going on. So we've got the Page of Pentacles. I mean, he's ready to learn, isn't he? He's got a new seed he wants to plant, and it's like, well, what do I need to know? What do I need to do? And what do I need to know to do this, to plant this new seed and make it grow? It's starting from scratch. He requires maturity, doesn't he? And then you have the King of Wands, who is mature. He's the person that disappointments wouldn't get him down. The King of Wands, you can imagine, I mean, what is it? Actually, is it Leo? He is, yeah, I'm getting confused. The Queen of Wands is Aries. The King of Wands is actually Leo, isn't it? So it's your card. And as much as it is Leo energy, I'm trying to think, it is definitely Leo, isn't it? It represents Leo. I kind of feel like the King of Wands, even though it is representative of Leo, I feel like the King of Wands feels more like Aries energy, if I'm being honest. I think I've always kind of felt more like he was Aries energy, even though I know the Queen of Wands is Aries. I think I've always felt like the Queen of Wands is more Leo and the King of Wands is more Aries, but it doesn't matter. I'm not a professional astrologer. But you kind of feel like with him, if he was disappointed, he wouldn't give a shit. he'd be like, oh, okay, let's try something new then, or let's try something different, even though it is meant to be Leo energy, which can be associated with having a lot of pride. So I don't know if you know anything more on that or have a different thought on that, then feel free to share that in the comments. But yeah, Ten of Swords, that would be the where you've been disappointed, let down, things have gone to shit in the past, wouldn't it? But as I say, he, as much as he's representative of Leo, it feels more like he wouldn't care. He'd just carry on and do things differently and probably learn from what went wrong and just move on and get on with it. And it sounds easy saying, oh, he'd just move on. It's not that easy in real life, is it, to just move on from something? We're allowed a period of grace to mourn our disappointments and whatever. But as I say, external energy, it's like a need to, if you've been stuck in old patterns that have kind of restricted your abundance, this is where you come in and kind of parent yourself. And I know we have a mother figure here with this Black Madonna character, whatever you want to call it. But the King of Wands would be like the father version, wouldn't it? The father figure. So maybe you need a bit of both to kind of help you in more your sense of maturity. If you're going to parent yourself, you need to have the mother figure who supports and nurtures you, and that father element as well, who gives you the pep talk and encourages you and boosts your confidence too. So that would be your internal parents guiding you along. So I'm not gonna take anything else because I think that's sufficient there. So it's with the Hanged Man, it's, yeah, be introspective, but don't get stuck in old patterns or old thoughts or old ways of doing things. Look at the perspectives and probably try to use it in a way that can help you to move forward. And I think that's the same message that we're getting from the guidance cards as well, because the Five of Cups, that's the mourning, isn't it? That's the regret, it's the sorrow, it's the sadness. But then you've got the Knight of Wands, who is, what is he? Sagittarius. And I would say Sagittarius probably really wouldn't let any of that shit get him down. Like, he'd just be willing to move on. I mean, would he learn from it? I don't know, but he's not going to let it stop him. Either way, he definitely wouldn't let it stop him from going off on his adventure, achieving his sense of abundance. I mean, he does need to grow up as well. He does need a sense of maturity, but let's see what clarifies that actually. So for the Five of Cups, there's the, nurturing mother. That's that same energy there. And remembering to hold on to your values in the process as well. Anything else? We've got the Magician. And that's about having confidence in your ability and capability to achieve what you want to achieve, and probably to overcome any disappointment in the process as well. Yes. Yeah, Nine of Wands. I mean, that's where you're resilient, isn't it? Even if things are tough, that's the resilience. The Queen of Wands, she's here now, the Aries. That is the Aries sign. There's quite a bit of fire in this, isn't there? Okay. Well, there's quite a bit of earth in it as well, but yeah, fire and earth. And then the Eight of Cups. So for me, it's that resilience and being able to move on from disappointment. Anything that disappoints you, if you're feeling nostalgic about something, it's having the ability to kind of parent yourself, being your inner parent. And you got the King and Queen of Wands here as well, so that you can move on, you can move forward. Because Eight of Cups, it's like leaving the past behind, isn't it? Leaving the things that disappointed you, that you don't love anymore or don't feel the same way about anymore, moving on from all of that. And as I say, that Nine of Wands, for this particular message, it's more about the resilience of it, the still standing kind of energy, especially next to the Queen of Wands, rather than that protective, caged animal type energy. So it's kind of maintaining your confidence and your determination in the face of adversity, and kind of being an inner parent to yourself in order to do that, so that you can be abundant or continue to be abundant. I think that message is pretty clear, to be honest. I don't feel the need to sub-clarify things. And yeah, I'm going to get you a final message from the Power of Love deck. So what do you need to know from the Power of Love deck as your final message, Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising? So okay, I get this. Somebody else got this, I think it was it Aries? Could have been Aries. Right, so You've got willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. I'm just trying to make sure that I am actually on Leo, because I've done quite a few readings now. So you start to get slightly, you start to forget. Elevation, I mean, that's the abundance, isn't it? You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. I think these are very relevant again. It's kind of maintaining your strength, your determination, etc., and learning from whatever's happened in order to overcome adversity and to elevate. So I'm going to read both of the messages from the book as well. Right, so willingness. If I can find it. You have come to the earth plane to learn to accept the things you cannot change as opposed to those you can. Life is a constant game of discovery, but no price can be put on any experience because each one transforms you. When you are willing to look inside and begin to change your habits, self-imposed fears and perceptions, only then will you be able to see your true self. The catalyst for transformation comes from your willingness to forgive. Open your heart and be honest with yourself. You are never too old to learn, and each day should be filled with excitement about how your perspective will be altered. You can gauge your spiritual growth by your willingness to learn from and accept another. By keeping an open mind when conditions change, you expand your knowledge of life. Allowing love to radiate through you and in everything you do brings divine awareness to all those in your sphere. Rigidly adhering to your dogma is doing a disservice to your growth. The willingness to accept others and their individual path is a soul strength. I literally don't have to add anything to that whatsoever. I mean, if you want to replay that message, I feel like it just kind of sums everything up very nicely. And we'll do the elevation message next. So the elevation message says, if I can find it, in order to live a fulfilled life of complete happiness and enjoyment, you must become mindful of how you perceive the world and your place in it. What you think has a tremendous influence on how your soul will experience life and its many diverse situations. As magnetic beings, our souls work perfectly within the law of attraction and draw to us exactly what we create with our thoughts. In order to elevate your soul, your mindset may need to be spiritually altered. Love is the greatest healing source there is, and by using it properly, you can instantly change your life and your circumstances. Begin by setting the intention of raising your consciousness. Second, be mindful of the tone of your thoughts. Then, finally let go and let the universe do its part. Commune with nature, take a walk through a forest, dance in the ocean waves, or go out and garden. Okay, that didn't make sense then. Through these activities, your mind is brought into an awareness of the oneness of the natural world. Assess the people in your life. Are they elevating or draining your energy? Become aware of your purpose in life and live it one day at a time. Elevate someone else's life with joy, for it is in giving that you receive. Forgive others and clear that energy, transforming it to pure love, knowing that you cannot force anyone to be something they are not. Above all, have fun and delight in your journey. And the way, I don't know if you can see this, the way they've written journey. So it's like joy. They've highlighted the J-O-N-Y, so it's joy, the journey. Right, I'll leave that there. I feel like those cards kind of wrap it all up nicely for the end of the reading. So I hope there was something helpful here for you. Feel free to like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to book a personal reading, please see the description box below the video. And other than that, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope it was helpful to you. And until the next reading, take care.